I believe that imagination drives our world. Without imagination, our society would be at a standstill. New inventions would have no chance to be made, nor would new ideas be envisioned. An open mind is the best kind of mind, and I believe that it's something that everybody needs to keep. Today, I'd like to share a part of my story with you. My name is Lydia Walters, and I am a Teacher Academy student here at CAT Pickering and a high school senior originally from England. I grew up with the British education system until the age of 13 when I moved over to America. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the system, primary school is ages kindergarten through 5th grade, and secondary school is 6th through 10th grade. At 16, students have the option to leave school, start working, and even move away from home. If you choose to continue with school, you go on to college, which is grades 11 and 12, in which you study specialized fields which appeal to your choice of career. It is after college that one attends university, usually aiming to obtain a 3-year degree. Additionally, individual secondary schools in England are far smaller than high schools in America. My current high school has about 2,000 students, whereas my previous secondary school only had about 800 students, and there were 5 different grades. When it comes to districting kids, American high schools focus more on the area in which they live in to determine where they attend school, whereas in England it is more of a choice. The area in which I lived in had 2 public schools, 3 private schools, and 3 grammar schools, all within about a 3-mile radius. So there was lots of different options, but still, I knew many kids dropping out at the age of 16. One last difference between the systems is the choice of electives and classes that each offers. In my experience, America has a wider range of options when it comes to choosing elective classes. So as you can tell, both systems, although integrating the same subject matter, are extremely different to one another. Although I was only in 8th grade when I moved over to America, I only really took school seriously after being here for about a year. In England, I'm unsure whether it's because of my maturity level or because of the school systems, but I focused all of my time and energy on the social side of school, and I didn't care too much about the academics. At the end of 8th grade, my first and last full year of Lineville Middle School had ended, and I realized how much I loved art, something I hadn't really experienced when being in England. We took art classes, but in all honesty, they were nothing like the class I was dropped into when I moved over here. They were really scripted into the curriculum, and they weren't meant to be creative and fun. In America, we were doing figure drawing, experimenting with complementary colors, and 3D projects all at the age of 8th grade. It was something I'd never really experienced before, and it kind of blew my mind, but I just realized that how much this push to do well in one subject had caused me to excel in everything else I did. And that's when I get to teaching. My 8th grade art teacher was an inspiring, encouraging, and insightful man who taught me to not only do what I loved, but also to share it with others. After leaving his class that year, I decided that I wanted to be someone that a student would look up to do something they love, but even if it wasn't art. And that, when filling out my course selection sheet for the first year of high school, there were so many different options for art classes. I have taken one every year since then, and now I'm in AP. And as you can see, here's some of my artwork up on the board. I am attending Virginia Commonwealth University next year to pursue a career in art education, and I cannot explain how fortunate I am to have that opportunity ahead of me. I'm so excited, and it would have never been possible without the push of one art teacher and the advantages of my high school art classes. I'd like to share a quote with you that's been meaningful to me and my experiences. As Peter Nivier-Zalenga once said, "I am imagination. I can see what the eyes cannot see. I can hear what the ears cannot hear. I can feel what the heart cannot feel." And I don't think my 8th grade art teacher could make it here today. His name's Mr. Hearns, and I'd just like to give a big thank you to him wherever he is right now. He really pushed me to succeed, and I'd like to thank every one of you educators out there for doing what you do every day, because even if they haven't told you or not, a student has been touched by you, and I'd just like to say thank you. And thank you for listening to my speech. Thank you.